Welcome back, Wrestle Nerds. Victor Villiers. Let's see who's making their way to the ring tonight.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
Yes, it is I, JP Savage.
Oh, I don't think we're alone though. I don't think that's just it. I think there's more. So, you can catch him on Thursdays, talking all stuff sports. From the scripted stuff like NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, to all the way to the real hard-hitting action of pro wrestling. And tonight he's here to talk stuff with the bad guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Heels, Pops, and Cherry Shots from Anthony Talks Stuff, the man himself. Anthony, what's up?
Yo, that was a pretty wicked intro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all did your little round, and I was like, yo, I wonder what I'm gonna get. That was pretty good.
Yo, you know I gotta take care of the people that come on this show, baby.
We tend to be very hospitable.
I like it. You know, it's pretty. I'm good, man. I consider myself a bad guy myself, so it's good to be welcomed by fellow heels. It's a good time. That intro was good. I'm ready. That was a nice welcome. I feel welcomed. I feel comfortable. That was good.
Let's get it.
Well, in the words of Victor Villiers, I'm glad that you're taking time away from talking about all those fake sports and start talking about some real sports like pro.
You know,
I didn't say fake. I said scripted, but I actually meant predetermined.
Oh,
but of course, like what I love about wrestling is like. Yeah, in the NFL, like, you know who's going to win every week. The cool thing about wrestling is that you have no idea. It's completely spontaneous. It's not scripted whatsoever. Everything is real. I love it.
Unless you're a WWE fan.
Big time. What I love most about WWE, like, I never know what's going to happen. Every match is different. Every promo is different. Seth Rollins is like a perfect example of that. I've only heard him say burn it down like once. Like, I love it.
Very original. Nothing's recycled. There's so much diversity within the championship.
And their booking. They have the best booking in the
dude,
business,
like, right? I feel like they plan their booking out like 7 years in advance. You can tell it's just so calculated.
Honestly, their biggest downfall is that we just don't get enough of them. There's no way to really access them at any time we want.
It's just not enough. I wish they had a network.
I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. What the fuck is going on? You guys are... If you're not...
It's called sarcasm, asshole!
Oh, I missed that class. My bad.
You just got 3 minutes of round-robin sarcasm.
Did I just get worked?
You just got worked, bro.
Most people did.
You just got worked.
It's okay.
Oh, man.
Anthony, awesome. We already can see this is going to be a shit show.
No doubt.
You ready to get into some shit?
You guys ready to run?
Did you get your cardio in for the day?
Of course. I'm doing cardio right now to catch up on my cardio when I cardioed earlier after I cardioed.
Well, let's do some more, man. And let's run these ropes.
Too much.
Let's run these ropes and do some more cardio.
All right. So what we got going on this week, folks?
Let's start with AEW, man. They hit the news real quick.
I'll oblige.
They're talking about some classic name dropping right now for Dynamite's episode, a future episode of Dynamite. Ooh. They said Bash at the Beach.
So Bash at the Beach is making a comeback, folks.
All right. For
what?
Episode?
And it's for 2 episodes for 2 weeks.
2.
And the second week it's gonna be on Chris Jericho's Rockin' Rager at Sea.
Oh my God!
On January 22nd.
Shit's on a boat.
Shit's on a boat.
And we're trying to get on that boat. We're gonna be paddling on a little fucking canoe and shit, trying to catch up. But we're sneaking to that boat.
Yeah, they're not afraid of hurricanes though. Like really, like
fuck.
They didn't learn anything about Hurricane Sandy and shit. Like we really gonna put this on the beach.
And how you feel about this name, man?
I think it's dope. Like when WCW went down, like I miss like all the old like the Bash at the Beach and like Hog Wild when they would do shit on the actual beach and like Halloween Havoc. So anytime somebody can like bring like that little old school shit that I used to grow up on when I was like 6 and 7, I'm all for that. Like bring that shit back.
But see, I always felt though that like the Bash at the Beach, presentation wise, like for a fan, it probably sucked because you probably couldn't see. How would you fix it?
Oh, how would I fix it?
Right.
Ooh. Oh.
Would the answer be more elevation on the actual ring?
You mean like
I don't know, because if you go more elevation, isn't that harder to see then?
But remember, it's a wave of people, and it's a flat surface. It's not like a stadium where like there's an angle, right?
So I see what you mean.
Like you see the people.
Yeah, he's talking like the set.
Yeah.
I would raise up the people in the back. I'd leave the ring at ground level, and you got to figure out some kind of like stadium seating instead of letting everybody be flat. You got to like go up with bleachers in the back or do something.
Kind of like WrestleMania in Las Vegas, right? The whole Roman theme.
Caesar's Palace. Yeah.
Caesar's Palace with the
like WrestleMania 9 type shit.
Yeah. That makes sense.
How far do you go back?
Ooh, I go back like the
first tape you popped in.
Yo, ironically, the very first wrestling I ever remember watching was WrestleMania 9.
Ha! That's a
Wow.
common one, yo. That's a common
I
one.
was a huge Bret Hart fan.
Ooh.
I remember watching that live as like a real little kid. I was maybe like 2 or 3. That's the first thing I remember, and I remember being pissed as fuck when Yokozuna won, and then being confused as fuck because like Hogan came out and he had the belt, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Damn, worked on your first night, man. That's crazy.
Yo, I actually had no idea. Like years later, like I just found out like 2 years ago that when Hogan came out and he like fucked up Yokozuna, that he won the belt. Like I didn't know that's what happened. I thought he just came out and like tried to do the hero shit. I didn't know he actually won the belt. Like that pay-per-view was trash, but that's my first.
And the fact that they acknowledged it, this shit was a matter of fact. There was no ref. There wasn't a sanctioned match, and I felt like they treated Bret Hart like a minority that day. It was terrible.
They bitched him out.
He got robbed. He got screw jobbed more than once, but Bret screwed Bret, right?
That breaks my fuck. Oh man, like I love Bret Hart and fuck Shawn Michaels and fuck that Bret screw Bret thing makes me so upset.
Hell yeah, but wasn't that fantastic for TV?
Oh, it was great.
It's the first time fucking Vince McMahon turned completely fucking heel. He cemented in his heels.
And speaking about Vince McMahon, you remember when Vince referred to AEW as Blood and Guts?
Ooh. I sure do.
Well, AEW has filed a trademark for the name Blood and Guts.
These geniuses.
On
smart.
Wednesday, November 12th.
Oh my
Smart.
God.
13, I apologize.
Yo, AEW, man, they're
Blood
doing
and
things
Guts.
the right way. They're doing things.
Is this
making a lot of
gonna
noise.
be the name of a future pay-per-view?
Oh, it has to be.
It's got to be.
It has to be.
Okay. CM Punk was in the news this week, guys.
Oh my
Otra vez.
That guy. That famous
So,
guy.
so.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah,
You never-
he's some guy, you know.
Who's that?
Some
Likes to
guy
work
from
the
Ring
mic.
of Honor.
The lucky bastard.
Oh, I've heard of them.
The lucky bastard that took away AJ Lee
Oh,
Um,
from Union City.
from Union City, our hometown, Anthony.
Ese es mi primo.
Oh, that's right. She's Jersey. She was trained by Jay Lethal out there too.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Right
Jay
from the
Lethal,
Arkansas.
holla, Elizabeth.
No doubt.
So the crazy shit is that we know for a fact now that CM Punk, not to get it confused, that he is working for Fox
This is true.
in connection to WWE. So he is as free to speak as he would like to. And oh boy, did we hear a lot about Baron Corbin or lack thereof. But you know what I was most upset about, Anthony? He had the audacity to put the blame on the creative.
Really?
Like,
What?
how dare he?
What a dick.
What a dick.
Didn't he give him
What a
an F,
punk.
an F plus?
What a punk.
What a punk.
Oh man, it's great. I am loving this. I can't wait to hear, see, indulge in more. I'm just happy to see CM Punk around the pro wrestling world, man.
And he's back, and it's it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
He's gonna.
It's too much good business for everybody, right? And as long as everybody's making money, that's what it is.
Everybody's
yo.
happy.
Everybody's happy.
No doubt.
Speaking of making money,
Somebody.
Speak about it.
Somebody's not gonna make any money because they
oh my
they kind
god,
of quit NWA.
Wait, are
we
you gonna
do
say
that?
the name?
Are we getting into that?
Are you gonna
now?
say the
Are we gonna
name?
do that? All right.
Ooh.
And I'm sure
Jimmy
you've
Lucha?
heard. I'm sure you've heard about the controversial evening that transpired on Tuesday. But before I think let's just go in. Let's go in.
We
Cornette.
talked about it. It's
Cornette
from the
again.
roots.
He's wild. He's a wild boy. But this is nothing new. This isn't news. This is Cornette being Cornette and recycling a joke. Wasn't really nice. Not a nice one.
No.
But
Oh,
how we
yeah,
feeling?
it was inherently racist.
It was very racist.
Holy shit! He said,
But
that
he resigned.
he said Tyler Murdoch would run around.
Trevor
Trevor
Murdoch.
Trevor
Murdoch. Shout out to Trevor Murdoch jumping off the top rope.
Shout out to Tyler Murdoch too, whoever that is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's his
That's
cousin.
his
That's his
brother's
cousin.
cousin's sister.
Yeah.
And he would run through Ethiopia with fried chicken tied to his back, like for cardio.
Yo, let
like,
me ask you something.
Tasteless.
Is Jim
Wow.
Cornette related to Bicochito?
Oh my god.
Because they're both clowns.
they're clowns, bro.
Yo.
Yo.
You know, you can't at this point you can't give him the benefit of the doubt. He's been controversial since God knows when. you know this is a Southern type of promotion, and this is the kind of shit that you kind of heard back in the day.
Anthony, you know what the worst part about this all this whole entire shit is? That there are many people that heard that line and fucking cracked the fuck up.
Yo, like, you know what's funny about this? When I was talking to you guys on Twitter last night, I had, like, just gotten on, and when I DM'd y'all, and I was like, oh, you know, episode tomorrow, this and that, and you guys were like, oh, we could talk about that Cornette shit that, like, broke Twitter, and you guys broke that to me, and I went to the page, and I was like, what? And I could not believe I heard that immediately and was just, like, cringe, and I'm not Mr., like, PC, but that was just so.
I missed it. I completely missed it. Unfortunately, when I heard about it, I was like, "Wait, what?"
I actually watched Power and I didn't notice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
they had like a month. What I read today was that they had like a month and a half after they taped it to like edit that shit out, but they let it rock. Yeah, they let that shit rock.
Because they thought it would slide in.
That says a lot about the promotion.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like I was thinking initially, like, okay, it must have got missed, yada yada. But no, like you had a month and a half. That means you recorded it, you edited it, you put it out, you ran it and tested it yourself, and then you went with it.
And like you didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. And they let that shit.
And it's most unfortunate because this puts a blemish on what has been a fantastic experience for NWA right now.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the talent, the booking, the way the stories are being told, we've been fans. This definitely puts a blemish on the brand. I hope they can persevere through this. Obviously, they've taken the right steps now.
I don't know, man, because
I just don't know the impact it's going to have. Because once again, I guarantee you, and this is probably part of the reason this shit was let slide through. It's just similar to the WWE Jordan Miles t-shirt situation, right? It was slipped right through, and wasn't considered to be inherently racist because some maybe didn't. There were a lot of people that were entertained by the comment. And this is a fact, unfortunately. It's a reality of our world, right? So this is why we got here. I think at least we know he got fired, he resigned, they're excommunicating that point. We know for a fact Jim Cornette's not walking into the fire.
No. Yeah, that shit's so fucked. I feel like they're so small, not small time, but like compared to like WWE and that, I don't know if they'll survive it. But then I think all the crap that like, I remember when Vince said like the N-word on Raw. Yeah. Everybody like forgets about that. Like how the fuck does that happen? Like, but they got away with it.
But it's
that's just like a tip of the iceberg.
But remember, it's a cancel culture now, right? So and in that era, Vince survived because it's not as reactive in our society as it is now. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Do you think he would survive that if he did that today?
Oh hell no. Hell no.
Oh.
No. Not in 2019.
Because Vince is already villainized to begin with, right? There's a lot of people he rubs the wrong way. So,
but he was never labeled a racist at all.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If he were to say any inherently racist comment, he would be labeled that immediately.
Oh no, yeah, immediately.
That's what I'm saying. He's already vilified. So like people need a reason to hate him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though, listen, we've interacted with a lot of talent that has had experience with Vince McMahon, and they had many positive things to say.
Right. A lot of positive
things. I honestly have been surprised by the comments.
Definitely more positive than negative.
Definitely more positive.
Sure.
He's a businessman.
Is he controlling?
Pull the curtain back,
is he crazy? Is he a workaholic? Sure. Does he put people in unpredictable situations?
I think
sometimes?
He's an alien.
Yes. But the man is loyal. And he's there for those people that are loyal to him. And he takes care of people. I mean, just incredible. I talked about how, through his rehabilitation, he has been there for him throughout his entire career. Like, those small things, they mean a lot, right? Is he perfect? No. Has he made many mistakes? Yes, he's been punched in the face many times. But the reality is, he is who he is. And not for nothing, at least he's not the one that's out here playing WWE 2K20 and making sex scenes. With the fucking characters. Have you seen this shit?
Shout out to the internet.
Anthony, have you seen this shit?
God.
No, I don't know what we're talking about.
Yo,
I'm sure we posted it somewhere.
Who's been doing that shit? Benji?
Yo, I don't know. Benji, you are a sick bastard. You are a perverse individual. You need to be tranquilized. They are taking. I saw a clip of Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega in a cage-like situation, in a chokehold,
no bueno,
grinding,
no bueno,
and is moving all across the ring. This shit is crazy.
Bro, that's a reggaeton video from the early 2000s.
Yo,
alright, so one thing,
El Bicho, that's all we had last week. They really took it to the fucking core.
Taking it back to Cornette real quick.
Larry over.
One thing for sure, man, is Power definitely gonna take a shot for losing Cornette. And
let's see how much power they lose.
We'll see. I think it's time to
lose
get
one
Raw.
R.
Though. I think we gotta get Raw.
You gonna get Raw? Get Raw.
Oh, I get it. That was a good segue.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
So
actually-
you can't hear the soundboard from the phone call.
Just know there's music playing when
We
we're
got
silent.
some music play. You'll see it. You'll see it on
No,
Friday when it drops.
I've checked your stuff out. I know the soundboard.
That's
Okay.
bad.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Appreciate
So
the
how you
love,
thought
man.
about Raw though?
That you were?
I thought the Kevin Owens and McIntyre match was actually a really good match. Like, that was like a legit. I was pumped as fuck. Like, that match was good, and then they fucked it over with that stupid ending.
Oh, with Hunter coming out and the whole the undisputed era, you didn't like that? Yeah, it's a little bit too much already.
I didn't like it because everybody. So like I was talking to you guys before we went live. Like, I was on vacation last week, and so I caught up on when I got back at the end of last week. I caught up on like all the wrestling I missed, and I felt like between Raw and SmackDown and everything this week, and then like last week too, like everything has just been. Oh, we're going to have a match, and then some dudes from NXT are going to interfere. And it's been like every fucking thing. They just keep doing the stupid invasion thing over and over. And with the Owens thing, like, not only did they do that again, but they didn't even give him a chance to, like, answer Hunter's thing. They just, like, attacked him, and maybe that leads somewhere. That would be kind of cool, but I just thought it kind of, like dimmed out the flame from fucking Drew and Owens, which was a dope match.
Cool.
Honestly, unfortunately, I feel like they've dropped the ball in that regard as far as the brand takeover. It worked beautifully the first time we saw it on SmackDown. It wasn't as great on Raw. Following after SmackDown, they've done a very good job on NXT, including tonight. But it's just Raw. Raw is the one show where it has really fallen flat.
You think it's 3 hours?
And even it has to be, because now you're seeing too much, and you're seeing too much of the same thing. Right?
It could be that. Yeah, I feel you.
Oversaturation, unfortunately.
You mean you don't like that WWE has Bobby Lashley defeating No Way Jose? Like, you don't like to see that?
No.
Yo, I'd rather.
Oh, man, that was
That's disrespectful.
I'd
You know what's disrespectful too? The way he was holding up Lana's leg in the ring. I don't know what's going on.
Yo.
But you saw those cheeks shaking?
I'd rather hit up Univision and tell them to bring back Luz Clarita, bro.
Oh my God.
He's just
Yeah.
proper.
Do you love this angle? This
God.
Bobby Lashley angle with Lana and Rusev? How do you feel about this, Anthony?
I hate the shit out of it. It's like weird and uncomfortable, and I don't know where it's going or like who's gonna get what. And I just feel bad for Rusev. Like he's like a good wrestler, and ever since he came in at that Mania on that fucking Russian tank and lost to Cena, it's been all downhill. And he just keeps getting the worst shit.
Yo, and he confirmed it on Twitter to a fan that he hasn't resigned.
No?
He hasn't resigned. He
Okay.
hasn't. He hasn't at all.
It'd probably be best, yo.
At least he's kept his cool though. Like I was actually to plug I think one of the most recent episodes when you guys were talking about all the shit with like ACH and that. I like that Rusev is kind of like. I'm not a fan of all these dudes going like public on Twitter and being like, I want my release or like I want this. I just think like it's not professional and it doesn't help you get what you want. And if anybody should do it, like Rusev deserves, he just keeps getting fucked.
I hear you, man. The problem I see with that is just the day that we live in today, man. Because think about it. Everybody has breakfast, and what's the first thing they do before they take their first bite? You put it on the gram, man. You put it on Twitter, like.
Yeah,
People
just have some pancakes. What up?
For real, like.
And didn't even taste one fucking chip.
Like, shout out to the Baki chip. Hey,
Don't remind me.
But nah, man, you see that it's just when you do shit like that now, they have you by the balls, literally, man. You can't give them more ammo for them not to give you what you want ultimately.
But you know what's crazy? I feel like part of the reason why we're seeing this in so much frequency now is because I think WWE makes it very impossible to break out of that contract. I think when these wrestlers, we may not know
when
this,
convenient.
but think about it. But we may not know if they've gone to speak to the higher ups and have requested this, right? And they've been turned down, and they have to been told you need to honor your contract. So it's until they're in breach of contract that now we're talking about removing the contract, right? So
yeah, look at Luke Harper. Like you have no fucking control. If they want to fuck you over, they're gonna do it.
And look, and they definitely fucked him. They sodomized the shit out of him because look, he is now still on contract, and they've put him in sparingly with Eric Rowan.
I don't remember the last time I saw him.
Whose feelings did he hurt?
Hey yo,
Jesus.
The best part about Monday night, ladies and gentlemen,
absolutely
midnight, because then it was Tuesday.
No, but you're not gonna talk about the Andrade. You're not gonna talk about the Andrade Seth Rollins match. That was a dope ass match.
You can talk about it.
Dope ass match, and they go see each other again. But yeah, you can continue on.
But yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday, the shit get fuzzy around because Power comes on. One of the best things in wrestling going right now, I think.
Was this that magic episode?
I mean, it took some shots. Cornette obviously ruined the show for many, I think. But if we put Cornette on pause for a little bit, we could talk about how Nick Aldis defeated Trevor Murdoch.
What you think about his promo?
But was defeated by the mic, I think. Before the match.
It's that 10 pounds of gold that holds down his larynx.
Listen, they say the internet is picky. They say these podcasters don't know shit about shit. But hey, we the one that pay your bills, right? We the one that keep watching your shit. So you know what? We know what we want to watch. We know what we like. And Nick Aldis, you legit are the man in NWA. I think he has that Ric Flair aura to him. But if you're gonna have that Ric Flair aura, yo, you gotta be 100 on that mic. And it looked to me like he choked up.
Especially as the top guy.
You're the top guy. Yeah, he kind of choked up when he mentioned the whole part about it being an exhibition and the crowd didn't like it.
Not good.
So how were his mic skills?
Trash.
You wanna know something?
Caca sandwich.
I'm gonna give you a better one. Because I don't believe it's Nick Aldis' fault entirely.
Probably not.
What I just think is that we've been able to see, especially in NWA, the promo delivery, the raw, uncut, unfiltered promos that they're allowed to shoot. We've seen that other wrestlers have done it better.
Oh yeah, and
so I think he's just being overshadowed.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you see James Storms come onto that mic, it's money. You've seen Eli Drake step up to the mic, it's money. Mr. Anderson,
Eli Drake,
right?
I'm a fan now.
Eddie Kingston, Thunder Rosa, Marty Bell the week before. You know what I mean? Like everybody that's coming on the mic is killing it.
No doubt.
So I just think he's not.
Shout out to Gordito Marquez.
But is that all this is fault? Like, is that all this is fault for like failing on the mic?
I don't
wait
know.
for like putting him in a situation like that.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If he's the top guy, you have to be able to thrive in that situation.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's
the difference between Nick Aldis and, for example, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho right now is absolute a gold mine with a microphone in his hand. Look at every week when he is on the show, how he just changes the entire experience.
The whole energy is different as soon as he comes on.
And that's why it was the best booking ever to make him the first champion. Woo!
Oh yeah, especially going to TV.
Oh my God. So that's what's failing right there. My honestly, what I'm more interested in seeing, who's gonna be that face. I think James Storm's turn is up.
You know, I can't even tell the difference who's a face and who's a heel in this show.
Because it's people being people.
Eli Drake came out and cut a ill promo, but then my man Anderson came out and interrupted and challenged him. But then my man Eli comes out and fucking jumps him from behind, hits him with a fucking Wrench. I'm like, yo, what's that?
Wild.
Who's the heel here?
It's 2019, man. There are no heels. There are no faces.
Yo, I love it, and I'm loving it because you getting the mic skills and you getting the entertainment with the physicality. Yo, it's gold.
Yeah.
And as much as things change, they don't. It looks like my boy Aaron Stevens, Sandow, is still running around with his, jobber-like esque.
Did he move the crowd? Did he move the crowd?
No, he moves the crowd, but guess what? He just re-inherited his Miz gimmick. But now he's rocking with question mark. So now they're cheering for question mark. Over as fuck. I've never heard a louder chant from Power since last episode with question mark.
With Trevor Murdoch.
Holy shit.
Jumping off the fucking top rope. Nah, but for me, honestly,
that was bad.
Every week, what has been making me watch the matches that I focus on has been Thunder Rosa.
Yo, and don't forget that we got the debut of Melina.
That's what I'm saying. You had Thunder Rosa and Marty Bell tagging.
I like that stable, yo.
And then the way they set up for Melina, that little stable, bro.
La Latinas.
Insatiable.
We call her La Latinas until they get a real name.
Yeah. Then, I love it.
That's when you heard it first. La Latinas.
I call them Union City.
That's fucked up.
Well, I just know they're going to make an impact.
Oh, speaking of impact. Great segue.
Oh, thank you.
Let's handle it. Talk to him, JP. How we feeling about Impact this week?
Honestly, it was an interesting show. I caught the tail end of it, unfortunately.
Oh, but that's cool because
we were busy. What were we busy doing last night?
We had some interviews. We was doing work. Let's keep them in the dark for a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
We was doing some work.
We were shooting the ish.
We were shooting some ish
in the almighty dark.
The almighty dark.
Okay, we'll leave it like that.
But it's cool because you see on this show, and we're a team, so we multiple people watch the shows. So I watched Impact and you watched Impact, right?
Of course.
I made it to the opening credits.
Oh.
And then you took the rest, right? So
Yeah.
you take over.
I mean, at the end of the day, the one thing that we definitely have to talk about is the 6-person elimination match to determine who's the number 1 contender for the Impact World Champion. And in the reality, the only thing that we need to talk about is the fact that congratulations to Tessa Blanchard and Daga for getting engaged.
Newly engaged. Congratulations.
The man is not an idiot, folks. The man has been planting seeds. He's the biggest fuck we ever seen. And he strapped down now the new number 1 contender for the Impact World Champion, Tessa Blanchard.
A lot of big things happened over there in that crib.
Guys, this was monumental.
De lo mío,
First and
Daga,
foremost,
de lo mío.
every match was dope. Rich Swann, Eric Swan, call him what you want. The man was doing work. He was the workhorse throughout this whole tournament.
They had Swans versus Moose.
Moose was a Daga. Swan, then Swan versus Moose. And then Michael Elgin versus Swan. Elgin gets DQ'd. Swan is gushing blood out of his mouth. They're making mention that his intestines, he's bleeding internally. And then you have Brian Cage come out and absolutely slaughter him.
Out of that list, I don't know. I kind of am, into the whole couples thing. So I would have loved to see Daga make it to the end.
Yeah, it would have been an interesting lover's quarrel, but it's not believable.
Probably not. No.
But you know what?
Are we happy that Brian Cage did it?
That's what I'm saying. That's the one thing I'm gonna mention. I don't know how believable, and this is obviously the gripe when it comes to interracial. I mean, not interracial. I'm sorry, intergender matches. Jesus Christ!
Yo, where's your mind?
Wrong episode.
Wrong podcast. I'm so sorry.
Wrong podcast.
This isn't Cornette's.
Yo, a guy as big as Brian Cage. And to see Tessa Blanchard hang in the ring with him, I mean, first of all, kudos to fucking her.
Yeah.
It was a great match. But in a way, it was a little bit hard for me to believe that she was causing this guy so much damage.
So I would have been mad if I would have saw Swan and Tessa go at it.
That would have been a little bit more believable, I think. And it would have been a great match, too.
Yeah, but you're giving it away, kind of, don't you think? The person that's watching at home, like, Swan's gonna fucking lose.
Believe that Swan's winning.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think Tessa was gonna win.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, I'm like versus Brian Cage. That makes no sense. And here we go.
I think they were building a foundation.
Here we go.
And I think Tessa's taking it, yo.
And you know why it works, right?
I think she's gonna take it
because of the ongoing storyline she already has with Sami Callihan.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's a beautiful booking. It's beautiful.
But that's why I said that they were building a foundation. Eventually it was coming.
I want her to win the strap.
Yo, the craziest thing is, as Pretty Chubbs mentioned before, like she's only 23, guys.
Yo.
You know what else?
The future.
You have a magnificent ass.
Oh my God! But is this the first women's? This could be potentially the first women's Impact champion.
Yeah,
I think the first women's
woman to win.
Why wouldn't you rock with this right now? This is what everybody wants, right?
Fuck it, yo.
Unless you go in the WWE route.
She is one of the top wrestlers in the world.
And then I bet you Vince follows and he puts the belt on Becky.
Oh fuck yeah, he would do that.
Absolutely.
I bet money.
You got to do that if you're Impact though, especially if when her contract's done, she's most likely not gonna re-sign there. She's jumping ship to somebody else. So if you got her now, like
Becky,
AEW.
No,
Tessa. Yeah.
Like she's not gonna stay in Impact. Like so, like shoot your shot while you got it. Like get what you can out of her. Make some monumental shit. Build stuff off of it.
That's what WoW is doing, right?
Yeah.
WoW's taking full advantage of having her on, yo. And hey, smart business.
Oh yeah,
smart business.
But I don't know. Maybe I think she. Maybe she stays.
You heard that, WoW?
Nah, he don't hear the sound. From
yeah, you right. My bad. He said Wowie.
I heard the Mario kind of power up. I heard that one. And I heard two so far. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Cool. So we coming up. On the
if
world.
you put our headphones to the mic, you'll hear it. Here we go. So are we gonna jump right into Wednesdays?
Yeah, I think it was Wednesday.
The best day of the week,
midnight, right? Yeah.
Let's
go
do it.
To Wednesdays. Let's go to Wednesday Night Wars.
So Anthony, You mentioned before that you were flipping back and forth between AEW Dynamite and NXT. My question for you, good sir, is which one did you start with?
I always start with AEW.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. Who took the lion's share though?
I think my favorite thing of like both shows was I really enjoyed the hell out of Moxley and Darby Allin.
Yes.
But I'd probably give NXT the lion's share. Yo, the start was the camera work there was so good because they were still focused on Mox. Like they didn't telegraph the shit out of it, and Darby Allin came like out of the side of my TV and wiped out Mox. Like, that was dope.
That's credit to them because that's something that's improved since like, the first
pay-per-view.
Yes. They've really gotten comfortable. And if anything, that's been some of the complaints of the Impact shows that even though they've been great, some of the camera work is not perfect.
Right.
But yo, they've improved steadily every week because I think we made the same comment last week.
They have to get their
they
have to get their reps in.
Yeah, yo, it's
all about getting the reps.
They're only gonna get better with each week. Each week is like an extra practice run, an extra crack at it.
Yeah, it's been great. Absolutely great.
Well, how we feeling about MJF, yo? He took that battle royal this week. He's gonna go off to face him
and Adam Page.
Yeah, Hangman.
What's this time to ring about? What, going to fucking kiss and shit? Like what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know what it fucking means. I just get that it's important.
I think AEW saw that Tessa got a ring, so they're trying to put a ring on somebody else too.
Is it that same ring that Cody would walk around in ROH with?
Ooh,
you remember that ring?
The ring. Shout out to Being the Elite if we following that. Listen, if you're not following Being the Elite and you're trying to watch AEW, man, it would help if you follow Being the Elite. They only give you a lot of their promos. I mean, their story work. So
they only tell you everything that's gonna happen.
Please, guys, do yourself the favor. Follow Being the Elite. Let yourself in. Doors wide open. Jericho came out. Spoke to the world, to the masses.
You know what's the most impressive part of the entire segment, though?
He could have said
reverse psychology.
The fact, that was beautifully. Oh my God, we were dying the entire time.
Did we get like an Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny?
sort of. That's exactly what we got.
Yeah.
But what the beautiful thing was that Scorpion Sky did not fault in the moment.
No,
he did right back. Good. He looked really good, and we called it. After him being the first loss for Jericho, he's being built to be that number one guy. I didn't expect it to be this quick.
Right, I expected later, maybe a couple months down
and you know what? Usually I would be like, oh, this is on the fly booking, but this is fantastic.
I just feel like they still have stuff with SCU they can do. Like, but I mean, hey, I'm still from the ROH days. I've had enough.
Yeah.
I stomach it because I'm with it, but I'm ready for Scorpio Sky to break loose, man, and do his thing.
He's gonna be
his performance in the first round of the fucking tag tournament, like when he lost his shoe and like the crowd was so fucking over for him, like that moment right there. I thought the same as you guys. So I was thinking like, oh, cool, like maybe 3 or 4 months down the road, like he gets a title shot. This is the build of something, but fuck it, like they let him. He did so good on the fucking mic tonight and using like that reverse psychology angle and trick Jericho and then brought him in close. I was like, oh, okay, like this is dope.
It was great. And
I mean, he's not gonna win, but I'm all for it.
Right.
The intensity that he was looking at him with, I felt so real. He said, "I've been dreaming of this moment, or maybe I've been dreaming of this moment for 15 years."
Yeah,
that shit was dope. He did it.
I don't know how long you've been grinding, bro. Do it.
Do it, bro. Do it. Nah, it was fantastic, man. Looking forward to it. And you know what? Even if he doesn't win, he has now fought for the world championship. He is in that class. He's leveled up.
No, he won't win, but you can use it. It's on your belt, so now it's easy to put him in that match.
He can put that shit in his resume. You know what I mean?
Main event picture.
Yeah.
Santana and Ortiz defeated the Street Profits. I mean the Private Party.
Private Party won.
Oh, they did win. Yeah, my bad.
Private Party. Let me ask you a question though. Are they just gonna throw Brandon Cutler in every little gap they can? Because I feel like every week he's just coming out to attack somebody or trying to defend somebody.
And he gets beat up.
No, but you gotta pay your dues. You gotta earn that contract that was given to you.
Is he the Brooklyn Brawler of AEW?
Oh my God!
Oh man.
Hey,
we had a jobber once. Remember? Me neither.
I don't remember at all.
Me neither.
NXT guys.
NXT
was a little dope. It started off hot.
A little dope.
It started with the man.
A little dope. Anthony, quick question for you, straight up. What has been the better show for you, AEW or NXT, since we began the Weds Night Wars?
AEW.
Okay. AEW. Tell me why.
I think for me, I I've liked the atmosphere like more of it. I felt like the experience I've gotten with AEW. I think, and not to make it unfair to NXT, like I expect them to deliver like every week because of the track record they have. Like takeovers have been like arguably like the best pay-per-view every time that they fucking go out. I'm a diehard, like even before NXT really got on TV more, like I've been banging the drum for NXT being like almost right up there with New Japan in terms of like in-ring wrestling quality. Like NXT is the shit, so I expect them to do their thing. But AEW, I was more like hoping that they would deliver, and they've exceeded my expectations. So AEW has been like the bigger winner for me, and what I've enjoyed more because, like we mentioned a little while ago, we were talking about like their camera work and them getting like better. Like I went to Double or Nothing and I went to All Out, like, and there would be like little technical difficulties. There would be like mic problems. There would be problems with like the Titantron and like all that shit.
Live problems that you don't see on TV. You're talking about
exactly. So I was like, fuck, like they're having problems with stuff that they were planning out for 3 months. What are they gonna do with like a weekly episodic show and all that? And they haven't fucking really missed a beat. So like they just keep getting better, like week in and week out.
See, my thing, I 100% agree with you. It's gotten better. The cards had more fluidity. I've personally, though, I've still been impressed with the way that the NXT card unfolds. And the reason why I say it is because we now have so much wrestling for so many different promotions, from NWA to MLW to Impact to ROH to New Japan to AEW to WOW Wrestling. I mean, talk about it. There's so many promotions. And
I think
NXT
Thursday's a safe day with the wrestling,
still,
right?
Yeah.
It's a safe day.
And NXT is still by far probably one of the best content you're going to see in the week. And then that's compared against Raw.
But that's a big word,
SmackDown.
constant.
It's consistent.
Consistency works.
It is consistent, bro. Like the card, like
continuity, baby.
Tonight's card, when I look at it up against AEW's card, AEW was dope tonight. It had great moments. But I was not hooked on every match.
Okay.
NXT,
they don't have that top to bottom like roster thoroughness that NXT has. Like everyone's killer.
You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot stop watching NXT. Between Becky Lynch coming out at the beginning and going up against Rhea Ripley and how that unfolded, to then having Matt Riddle be faced in the ring with Ricochet.
Yeah, man.
To then the Revival coming out. Undisputed Era.
That match, let me tell you,
that
got
was so good.
Fucking classic.
You know what I'm saying, though? And
So
like the thing
good.
is, people see the Revival and they already fucking know. Because they are one of the best tag teams in the world.
No doubt.
They're fucking dope. I love that they've turned the Shatter Machine into like how the Dudleys used to hit like 3D out of nowhere. The Revival hits the Shatter Machine out of like nowhere. I love that shit.
And you know what? Fuck it. When he tried to pull that Trevor Murdoch top rope dive he was falling and shit, I was with it. It looked rustic as hell, looked uncoordinated as hell, but it looked devastating.
You think that's the way of him telling him he saw that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yo.
I think so. But you had the tag champs come from Raw, SmackDown, and then the ladder match. You have a man that's about to go into a War Games, defend a championship, and maybe, we don't know, maybe potentially even have to fight a Survivor Series. And he goes into a ladder match versus Dominik Dijakovic.
Oh, no, it's confirmed. He's going to fight. It's just not confirmed who he will.
And that was dope spots. And you have everybody coming out. Keith Lee and the old boy from, oh my God, Viking Raiders.
That's the, yo.
So 40
who was that?
talent.
That's like, what, 1,000 pounds that just jumped out of the fucking...
Dude, like, NXT just has moment after moment after moment consistently, man. Like, it's my favorite show. I've been, like you. We've been to takeovers. There has not been a takeover that I have not fucking marked out at.
Right.
I mean, we were there when Adam Cole fucking debuted.
I was
He
there.
walked right by us, and we're fucking going crazy.
I was there when Johnny Gargano won the NXT belt.
And I was there
Dope.
too, upset as fuck. But listen, yo, Adam Cole, he has been doing. That's right, baby. He's been doing work, and I just all the shit he's been accomplishing now. Yo, he's only gonna keep doing more, man. And so the ceiling's already broken with him, I think.
And keep in mind, this man has had potentially I guess, let's say most highly regarded matches and most exposed matches in the last couple of weeks versus some classic matchups. and he's been wearing a fractured wrist.
Yes.
And
Injured
he's
as
still
fuck.
been fucking money.
Injured as
Like,
fuck.
yo, like Adam fucking Cole. That's all I'm saying.
He
James-
will, like we said, he will be busy on Sunday.
Okay.
But we gotta get to Sunday.
Okay.
What's going on Sunday, guys? Oh, but before we get there, before we get to Sunday,
don't be disrespectful.
let me-
Victor Villain, do not be disrespectful. There is an order to the way we do shit,
yes,
and we do that shit right.
so
Because we have to talk about the heels, pops, and chair shots of the fucking week.
we fucking do. Let's talk about it.
So, my good man Anthony, who is your heel of this week? It doesn't matter the promotion. It doesn't matter if it's a life, reality TV.
You could have seen a movie and some dude killed your favorite star, bro.
Who is your heel of the week?
Oh, well, I'm going to go with my guy who I think is the best heel in all of wrestling. He's my heel of the week because I just caught up on all my wrestling since I was going on vacay, and I've been backed up for a little while. I caught up on New Japan. My heel of the week is Jay White. My heel of every day. My heel of every day, of every minute, of every hour is Jay White. I think he's the best fucking heel in the business. I don't think anybody touches him. His ring work, his fucking promos, he's such a dick, and you just want to punch him in the face. Jay White. Okay.
And you're known to be a big NJPW fan, man. How do you think they're measuring up, man? Real quick.
I think they're the best from like an in-ring perspective. I think they're the best promotion in the world.
I mean, like as of late, like with this whole
late?
new trend that's with wrestling promotions now coming out of nowhere and shit. We got like 30 promotions. How do you feel like they fit in this battle, this war that's going on?
Originally, when they started their like U.S. expansion stuff, I thought they were gonna have a bigger move and like they were gonna affect the order of things a little more. And then with AEW coming out, like I still think they're the best like in-ring thing, but I think they need to merge and have that relationship with AEW the way they used to have with Ring of Honor if they want to continue to grow and be that thing. But I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like the bad blood with NJPW's management and like how they feel towards Cody and the Elite, like they fucking hate him. They're dead pissed. Like, but they need that. Yo, like think about how dope like it would be like if we're going on this Kenny Omega arc, right, where he like rebuilds himself up. Imagine like a fucking year from now, like he beats Jericho, he's the first one to take the belt, and the confetti's coming down, and all of a sudden you hear the coins drop, and Okada comes out, like that, like that crowd would mark. New Japan needs that. They need more of a flag planted on U.S. soil. Until then, I think they're still just going to be like an overseas focus.
I hear that, man. I hear that.
Listen, and
which isn't bad.
And that's an idea that could work. Because the one thing, the unfortunate reason why that partnership with New Japan and ROH flopped is because every time you saw the product, you can tell that ROH had the lesser talent. Unfortunately, it was a real stark difference between the talent that was in the ring and the chemistry. So someone like AEW can match up, and not for nothing, don't sleep on somebody like MLW. They have their partnership right with Pro Wrestling Noah. Hammerstone was out there and had some fucking fantastic, phenomenal matches.
They got a big show coming up in December.
Oh, you talking about December?
Yeah.
You talking about the Opera Cup?
Oh, of course. You know, the bad guys got to show up. And
we'll be there. Large.
And I think that's what we need to link up, man. I think we got to meet up at that MLW.
That would be fun.
But we'll get there.
Ooh, we could do that.
My heel of the week. Come on, man. It's still fucking Cornette.
That's easy.
Bicochito. That was easy.
Bicochito.
He said some things, nobody liked it. That's it. Pop of the week. Who we liking, guys? Or anybody got more heels? You know. No.
My heel of the week.
Oh,
we'll have to go to Miles Garrett.
I was same shit. I was gonna say, can I backtrack and give it to Miles Garrett?
You know what I mean? Like I'm not over it yet. Like that shit was crazy. What a fucking
prick.
If it was on, was it on Fox?
No, it was a Sunday night. Fox. Was it a Sunday night game?
Yeah. No, it was the Thursday night game.
Thursday night game. Network.
Amazon, Fox, and NFL Network.
Oh, and Fox. So since it was on Fox, yeah, man, he's healed.
Heel of the week.
There's no headshots allowed in WWE.
I mean, there's a controversy to what was being said or whatnot. Either way, you don't hit another man in the head with a helmet. I played football. First of all, it never made sense for me to take a helmet off to fight. Secondly, why would you swing like if something was said? I would love to know what it was because what triggered this man?
I think Rudolph's the heel.
That's what they're implying. That's what they're implying.
He does have a hateable face.
He does.
Wasn't he trying to
He's got
grab
a
his? Wasn't he trying to grab his dick?
That's what I saw.
He kicked it. He kicked
What?
it.
That's what I
No,
saw.
no. First he tried to grab it, then he tried to kick it.
He tried to pinch it. He tried to nipple
I
twist
mean,
it.
that's a lot. Let's just move
Who
on.
thought he was
Like,
who
but
thought
still,
that-
you can't like Myles Garrett basically like attempted manslaughter on the field. Like
absolutely.
he didn't do that
If
shit.
if the helmet was upside down, bro, like he would have been out concussed. And you know what? And you know what? Maybe Colin Kaepernick would have had a fucking a job waiting for him with the Steelers.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Ouch.
That's
you know,
another
some would
podcast,
consider Colin Kaepernick to be the heel of the week a little bit.
I think that's a
Little
chair
bit.
shot of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that the way all that went down was ugly for everybody.
That's
honestly.
up there with this Lana Rusev and Bobby Lashley.
That's my chair shot.
That's a consistent chair.
Lana grabbing the microphone is the chair shot of the week for me.
I'm gonna give a chair shot to that turnbuckle that tried to hold up Trevor Murdoch.
Yikes.
Oh god. Any pops of the week? I like the revival coming back. I like
Revival was dope. I seen Ricochet and Matt Riddle in the ring together.
That was a pop.
That was dope.
Yo, how about the crowd going crazy for Seth when he came on?
Yeah,
was
yeah, but then they
basketball.
turned quickly.
And they turned.
Yeah,
quickly.
they turned real quick on
They
him.
did.
Yo,
They did.
shout out. Go ahead,
The-
JP.
Ghost.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Shout out to the fucking boo sign during the Jericho promo. That's why I saw it on AEW, but I'm sure you've seen it more.
It's the Boo character from
Boo-
Mario Kart.
Yes, the Boost Ghost. Are you familiar with that? From
Oh yeah, most definitely. I
Yeah.
saw that right. It was on like the right side of the ring.
Yes.
Yeah, that
It took.
that shit was funny as
Don't mind me. I'm a few drinks in. It took me a little while to establish the meaning of it. But
No,
yes.
don't undersell the shit. This man was having a conniption. His mind was fucking blown. I saw a volcano erupt.
For real.
And
For
then
real.
when he told me what it was, he realized. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm like,
Boo this
yo.
man.
I was like, Boo? Like, what you mean? I'm like,
Yo.
what wrestler's debuting? His name is Boo. Like, I'm like, where are you going with this? And he's like, Boo.
Creative.
And I
creative.
was like,
I like
wow.
it. I like it.
real quick.
Homework, guys. Homework for all you wrestle
Homework.
nerds. As we said, MLW's making some noise. They're kicking off their women's division this weekend on Saturday. Zeta Zhang will be fighting the Woo! Also, Falls Count Anywhere. Jimmy Havoc versus Mance Warner. Also, you got to catch up with your power. And you know what else the way guys going to be watching? NXT TakeOver War Games and WWE Survivor Series this Sunday. So, y'all got some homework this weekend before you tune in next Wednesday. Talk about it. But like we said, Survivor Series this Sunday. Are we gonna give some predictions and shit? You want to go into it?
Let's
You want to
do
do
it.
some NXT first?
You
Let's
know
go NXT,
you
baby.
have to start the weekend with what will be potentially the best pay-per-view of the weekend.
Okay. And I know where you're
NXT
going
War
with this.
Games.
Hey!
NXT War Games by far. They
Yeah.
have set up a spectacle for us to view, and we're finally going to see women in a War Games.
Yes.
Contest.
Yes. That's the one I want to see. And what are you looking forward to the most this Saturday?
Oh, the women's War Games match.
Okay.
Like that concept is cool. It's so fucking tough. I mean, I don't know. TakeOver's gonna be great. Like, there's literally no bad match. I'm excited to see what Balor does
Yes,
coming back the first
yes.
time against Riddle.
Word.
Even like the Pete Dunne, Killian Dane, Damian Priest match. Like that triple threat is pretty
That's going
dope.
to be dope, yeah.
Like,
There's only 4 matches on the card, and I'm pretty
yo,
sure.
that's what I was gonna say. That's dope.
Oh, it's gonna kill Survivor. All right, kill is a hard word because we have bad experiences with Survivor Series. For some reason, I have an inclination this one will be different, and this will be a good, worthy Survivor Series.
If it's a worthy
But-
Survivor Series match, it has to be Adam Cole Pete Dunne.
That's what I'm just saying because of the
There's no way
inclusion.
Cole
The
wins.
inclusion of NXT will make the Survivor Series that much better, I think. But I feel that these 4 matches are gonna outdo the card for Survivor Series.
Even though we must acknowledge that this is probably the most anticipated Survivor Series we've had in a long time.
For me, yes.
Shit, for
me.
real.
Hey, what's the Survivor Series that you remember liking? At all?
Like I was gonna say, like, it hasn't been in a long time. Being like a little kid growing up with Survivor Series. I was used to like those fucking the Survivor Series matches were like
Yep.
my favorite shit, and getting
Okay,
to see
okay.
like new feuds start. Like,
Yep.
fuck, did Shawn Michaels beat
Yes.
Triple H in the Chamber at a Survivor Series in like 2002, some shit like that?
Yes, I was
That would
there.
probably be like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
Madison Square
dope. That's
Garden.
fucking
Yeah,
crazy that I
because
picked that
because
shit.
the confetti.
Shut up! No, I don't. Fuck Shawn Michaels.
That's exactly.
At the time, I hated Shawn Michaels. I was still in denial with the whole '97
Of course.
Montreal job.
That job
So
was-
I
fuck
still
it.
hate Shawn. I still hate Shawn Michaels. I think he's a coward and a douche.
No doubt.
I can't
Right.
hate him after what happened to his eyes.
Bro, I honestly, in my opinion, I think the last Survivor Series that I look forward to was the Invasion angle, 2001.
Okay, that was a
When
good one.
Austin
Yeah, but they
Turn.
fucked that up.
They
They
did.
did.
Yeah, they
so
did.
hard.
So before we're getting hot and horny for fucking Survivor.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's finish. Take
Let's figure out something.
JP, would you pop a blue chew?
So first and foremost, for that women's contest, right? What role does Dakota Kai play? Because what happened to her in the setup of this entire match cannot go unnoticed. She has some role to play. I feel a heel turn is
She's
coming.
the fifth.
Oh, heel turn.
She's the fifth, yo. She is the fifth from
It
Team
has to be,
Baszler.
right? That's
Who's
story
the
to
third
tell.
man?
So that's the other question, right? For the men's match, who is it? Is
Who's
it
the fourth? Who's the
Velveteen
fourth?
Dream? Is it Velveteen Dream?
Give us your guess, man.
Is it Seth Rollins?
Mind you, wait. Let's plant this. Let's plant the
Okay.
seed. Let's plant the seed.
Okay.
And let's remind you, War Games will be in Chicago. And go.
No way. There's no way.
Yo, you want to change the culture? Isn't that what he said? You want to change the culture?
That would be if that happened.
Monumental.
The fucking I just got goosebumps. That would be fucking crazy.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure.
But let's think. Let's
That was- think about it.
entertain it a little bit.
I need a
Because
cigarette now. That's
Think about it. We just saw Seth Rollins.
yes.
We saw Becky Lynch on motherfucking NXT tonight.
yo, think about it though.
It's
If-
not
if
out
he
of the
comes
realm
back,
of possibility.
If he comes back, why would he go back to Raw where everything is scripted? SmackDown where everything is scripted. You gotta go to NXT where everything is real, baby.
Listen,
it's realer than
there's no
UFC.
After he belittled the creative team on FS1, he cannot go to those promotions.
That's it. It's over. It's over.
NXT, yo, if that happens, they stole the weekend.
I think
Yo,
they
so-
sold the
if that happens, they break the internet. The internet dies.
That's it,
Yo, oh my
we
god.
apologize for
Yo,
our future
so-
feeds.
So my question when it comes to these War Game matches is, the winning team, do they go on to represent Team NXT at Survivor Series?
Ooh.
Like,
So we don't know.
wouldn't it only make sense?
That's a great idea.
Because they-
That would require booking and planning. So I don't think WWE did that.
No, probably not. Well, it's Hunter. Hunter does some planning, I guess.
Remember,
Oh, he
this
does
is
a lot of it.
this is
And-
the reason
and
why
now-
it's work is because
And
of
now
money.
there's also rumors going around that Triple H might represent Team NXT. He might be the captain going into Survivor Series.
They have
NXT.
said that,
Vince,
and I
I can
heard
see
they
that.
scrapped
He's
it.
the
I heard they
fifth.
scrapped
That's
it
it.
too.
Oh, they
I
did?
can see that.
He says he wants to focus on the young.
Yeah,
young
and that
talent.
makes sense. That's the wrong move.
Yeah, it's a very wrong.
Him being the face of it is enough. He
Big,
doesn't
big,
need to
big,
be a
big
performer
no-no.
as
Big
well.
no-no.
Yeah, he's buried enough dudes for forever. He doesn't
Yeah.
need to come back.
Straight
for
up,
shine.
straight up.
Shout out to Sting.
Oh my god.
You know who just came up to mind?
I blame
That could
Seth
be
Rollins
on
for that.
on Team Champa. What about if Austin Theory makes his debut?
Austin Theory?
Oh,
That's probably
That's a
it.
nice
That is
name.
probably. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
if
a
it's not
nice
Austin
name.
Theory, who he was just signed when a couple weeks ago.
that's a pretty good theory.
Wait.
So could the same be saved for the
Wait a
women's
minute.
match? Scarlett Bordeaux?
Oh,
Didn't Court Bauer just wish best wishes for Tom Lawler?
yo, nah,
Isn't he done with MLW?
nah. Oh, wait, when that was last week's episode.
Nah, but he would have been
did
presented
say-
at the Performance Center at this point if that were the case.
I don't know.
Why
I
not?
don't know. Keep him a secret.
Or he could be on the crowd.
Is he that over?
He's over as fucking MLW.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
To be placed on NXT in this type of match?
that's a little high profile.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll probably
yeah,
see him at the
yeah.
crowd.
Yeah, crowd, I can
Yeah,
see that happening
probably
for
see
sure.
that.
I can see that happening for sure.
Also, keep in mind that Marty Scurll
Who?
is a free agent.
Ese tigre está
Ese
libre.
tigre.
That's still, I mean, that's a name though. That is a name.
That is a signed.
That is-
signed and sealed deal. He broke up
Yo.
with Deanna Purrazzo.
But he broke up?
There's
What?
She's available?
They're telling me there's a chance.
Oh.
Is what I heard.
Oh,
That's the
my.
rumors. Don't quote me. Don't quote me.
I gotta talk to Chelsea about
But
that
if
shit.
so, Marty's a done deal for AEW. yo.
Oh my god.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel
that'll-
about it.
Yo, what
That's
about
happening.
Scarlett Bordeaux coming out as that extra woman for the women's War Games match?
Hey, yo, she
We
was.
saw
in
her
the,
last
she was
week?
in the. She was in the street with the when they had the girls getting jumped last
Looking
week.
like
I
a
think.
snarl.
So yeah, man. Who knows? They already showed it on TV.
Hey, we don't know. But what I do know is that I'm actually looking forward to, and I will be enjoying
Did we do predictions?
Survivor Series 2019. So let's run through this motherfucking card.
Yeah, let's run through this card real quick.
Let's do the people what they would like to be done to the people. And that makes sense because we speak English here.
What?
Speaking of English,
Stupid idiot.
you have what honestly might be one of the most underrated matches on this entire card.
And it's going to be on the pre-show.
The United States champion AJ Styles versus the NXT North American champion Roderick Strong versus the Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura.
Bless you.
This shit's on the pre-show.
That's what my guess
I
is.
don't know.
No, it hasn't,
I
motherfucker.
hope
it,
not.
hasn't
My
been
guess.
it hasn't been confirmed.
It hasn't been confirmed,
but it looks like it might be heading that way.
I think this might be one of the most underrated matches because Roderick
That or-
Strong alone, right? The matches I've seen him performing in NXT.
Oh, he's a storyteller.
When you
man.
combine AJ Styles with that, because you know when AJ Styles is in the ring with somebody that actually can compete, you see some wonderful things. And then Shinsuke, the one guy we still have been waiting to see something spectacular from after he made the move up.
I know
Oh
karate,
my
dickhead.
God.
Shout
might
out to the
be-
Warhorse.
yo.
Listen,
Ugh.
I on paper, yes, and especially
Yes, paper.
coming out of Saturday, we're gonna come into this match expecting gold. Are they gonna get the minutes that they need? That is
No.
the real question.
That's the
I don't
question.
think they get it, so we might get a wishy-washy match. But the names are there. Hopefully, I'm wrong, and maybe we got something special.
Well, remember one thing. The wonderful thing about a Survivor Series matches is that you're putting a lot of talent in one match. So the matches, there won't be so many matches that, the timing won't be there for people. They can get their 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And they could put on a banger. These three performers could put on a banger.
Yeah.
They could steal the show.
Most def. I just think you got to give Adam Cole 30 minutes.
30
Oh,
minutes.
he's not getting 30 minutes on a WWE show.
If they're trying to
18
put over the
18
NXT champion, in this
But
show,
they're not
minute
trying
tops.
to do
yeah,
that.
if they're
Vince-
not,
Vince
they're
is
probably
not
not.
doing
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, Survivor Series starts like at 4 o'clock either way. But
Pretty
but
much.
the max 18 minutes. Max. And
Yeah.
That's generous.
That could be.
I
Yeah,
second that. I second that notion. Yeah, I would say 20 minutes tops, but most likely like 18.
And honestly,
and
at
it's triple
18
threat,
minute
so I
match,
mean that's good.
I've seen Adam Cole perform perfection with less, right? So
Oh, most definitely.
it's fine.
And then
It's
the
fine.
women's 5-on-5 traditional, you get it 2 minutes. Men 5s-on-5, you get it.
So you have the SmackDown women versus the Raw women.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, versus the NXT.
women.
Yes,
too.
it's
So
gonna
a
be
triple-
15 fucking women.
Oh my god.
Both of them are like that. The men's one and the women's one. It's
Yes.
5v5v5.
I'm definitely need a Bluetooth for that one.
Oh yikes!
I like what Pretty Chubby said though with the winners of War Games because
Yeah,
nobody's been set in stone.
It'll
here.
either be Team Ripley or Team Baszler.
yeah. Now the question is, right? Because think about this: what if for one of those War Game matches, if that is the stipulation, right? The loser,
Dies.
yes, with their head.
the loser beats up the winner, and unfortunately, the losers have to step in and fucking fight for NXT because they fucked up the winners.
Oh well.
Oh, that'd be
What
cool.
if the
That's something
the
different,
horsewomen destroy the Ripley team, and they're the ones like will step in for NXT and take the show either way? What kind of heel shit is that? Talk about that.
I like it.
That shit would get a pop.
I like it. Pop
I'm with it.
Yo, you know what'll be dope if
That'd be cool.
if at the end of that women's Survivor Series match, winner standing tall, and Ronda Rousey comes out.
Oh, you always thinking of that.
Ronda Rousey comes back.
Yeah.
Hey, it's one of the big four.
just-
The seeds are being planted for that as we speak.
Ronda
Anyways,
Rousey minus finger.
So it makes sense. It
Ooh.
makes sense. Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan, or is it the Fiend versus Daniel Bryan?
Well, we haven't seen Bray Wyatt in a while, so it has to be the Fiend.
I'd hope so. I haven't.
With his
I haven't
blue
been paid-
title.
Has there been build for this? I haven't paid attention.
Nah,
Little
I don't think it has
little
really.
segments here and there. It's
All right, so
a
it should
little
be
attack here, a
it
little
should be
attack
squash.
there.
It should be a squash and Bray
The
should
focus
Is there
has been
ever
on
build
the-
with WWE?
I mean, we didn't talk about it last week where Bray Wyatt turned the Universal title into
Blue.
into
Blue
a
title.
blue Slim Jim.
and then he chanted yes for like 3 minutes straight. which was awkward
money.
as fuck.
I thought my
Somewhere.
TV was on repeat or froze. I don't know.
Hey, it was
but
money somewhere.
Listen, as long as his baby enjoyed, Little Nash definitely likes the
Shout
belt.
out to Little
Apparently.
Nash, man.
Shout out to
Eso tigre
JoJo.
dominicano.
Shout out to
y mexicano.
JoJo. Hey, JoJo.
She listens.
Yes, she does.
The WWE Championship will be on the line, unfortunately, when Brock Lesnar defeats. Goes against Rey Mysterio.
Nah. See.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
I think you're really underestimating what this match could be, though.
Yeah.
Yo, it's
Preach.
Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar. But think about it. Rey Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar. The one thing we're not thinking about is that the stipulations is no holds barred, right? So weapons is the equalizer. And I haven't been happy with the way Rey is talking about his bat, right? He's alluding a lot to maybe potential gang activity and, any relation with any type of shit.
Orale.
You know what I mean? He's for the streets. It's all good.
Viva la raza.
Shout out to
But,
Mario.
Exactly.
but he could fuck somebody up with a bat and with a chair. You know what I mean? And Rey Mysterio can still go. And Brock Lesnar always performed best with technical wrestlers that he can maneuver very easily. So this could be a dope match.
Yeah, but there's the strap is staying intact.
So keep in mind, it's no holds bar. What if we get a returning Cain Velasquez
I see that.
to help out Rey?
I see that.
Oh, could be.
Or his son,
Or Dominic.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gotta be Dominic.
Yeah, Dom.
So the
There
question,
you go.
how does Dominic?
Who the fuck is that?
What if what we said, right? Months ago, Anthony, I swear to you, go to episode fucking 72.
Go to episode 1. It's there somewhere.
do not
And listen to them all.
do not go to episode
We
29.
even confirmed this shit with Vicky herself. Listen, fucking, what if Dominic comes out and we think he's gonna help his dad, and he fucking turns on Rey?
Yo, I was just about to
Yes,
say that
yes.
because part of the whole I was thinking this whole time when Dominic keeps getting fucked up,
Yeah.
I was like, what if for the
Well, shit.
storyline? Yeah, he's just like, yo, Dad, you fucking let me get fucking smoked by
Yo,
Brock.
for real?
You can't beat him, join him. You know,
Yo,
type shit.
what if Rey has Brock down and out and is about to get the pin? Dominic comes out and Rey hands him the bat to get a crack and everybody's chanting yes for it. Yeah, and then Dominic just turns and fucking cracks Rey and
my
walks
God.
out. And then Heyman's just sitting there looking like
confused.
what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
With a
Brian
boner,
Brock,
with a boner.
Like the same face he had when Brock beat Undertaker and shit.
the fear boner.
And then the cherry on top, Dominic leaves the ring. He's like, and Eddie was my real father.
Oh shit!
God. Jesus.
Sorry, Vicky, I'm sorry.
That's all the fucking time we have for you this week, man. On that fucking note right now, man. We don't give a fuck where you got your damn fix from, because you know you got it. Pretty Chubby, why don't you tell them, before you do that, Ant, why don't you tell them where these fans can find you at, man, every weekend, and on Twitter and all your handles, bro.
Catch me on Twitter. The handle is at AA Talk Stuff. The episode LINKTREE is in the Twitter bio there. Anthony Talk Stuff is the name of the podcast. It's on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher. Like you guys mentioned, new episodes every Thursday. I also write articles for Last Word on ProFootball.com. So
No doubt. We're going to have to get on there and
What's
talk
your
some
favorite?
fantasy
What's your
football.
favorite team, man?
I'm originally from Buffalo, so I'm a Bills fan. So I'm used to
That's why you
us
cover the
being
Bills.
sad.
You no wonder I said some cheer in your voice.
It's all
It's
gonna
been a
come
good
back
season.
down. It has been, but it's not. We gotta.
Hey, you could
we're
be a
Jets
Jets
fans.
fan.
We're Jets fans here, so we all know the deal.
Hey,
If
Giants
you-
fan.
Yeah, you guys know what pain is.
The team under New England is the real number one team in our hearts.
I mean,
This is true.
at least we're not Bengals fans.
Yes.
Oh god, yeah, they got it rough. They got it rough.
Hell yeah.
We definitely gotta come on your show and start talking some fantasy football, because these guys
Oh.
are getting schooled in our
Speak
league.
for yourself.
All right, yours
I'm a
truly,
basketball
thank you
fan.
very
I'm sorry,
much.
guys.
But
I'm
we
versatile.
gotta
I'm a
do that.
basketball fan. I'm a curling fan. I do a little bit of
Shout out to
everything.
Curling.
Shout out to cricket.
Listen, man, when it's a sport, I'm on it.
Yo, if you guys want to come on and explain to me how fucking cricket works, then
Oh,
I got no idea.
it's
You know
very
what's
simple.
my favorite sport? Going to the grocery store and picking up all those single mothers.
Oh
Oh my
my.
That's
God.
my favorite type of
Pretty
sport.
chubby. On that note, tell them what
Supermarket
the fuck
sweep.
to do on
Because of the
iTunes.
supermarket sweep.
Yo, supermarket sweep is
I-
the shit.
I always,
I love it.
I always go 4-0 if you know what I
Oh
mean.
Hey.
my God. Talk to him, Pretty chubby.
Yo, so check us out on Apple Podcasts. Give us those 5 stars, rate and reviews, and we're available on all major streaming platforms.
All of
Heels, pops, and chair shots. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube.
And remember, folks, there's still time to vote for the 2019 Wrestling Podcast Awards, where we have been very honored to be nominated for 6 different categories. But please don't forget, there's the option to press other and put our name in for every other award as well.
Even the one we're not nominated in.
Because you know we deserve it. You know you've been entertained. It has been your pleasure.
10 count to 10 told. See y'all next week, man. And thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate
Absolutely,
you, brother.
man.
Later.
Thanks for having me.